After splitting from Kody Brown after nearly 30 years together in 2022, Sister Wives star Janelle Brown is getting honest about her issues with certain dynamics in her large family. The 55-year-old opened up about her feelings regarding how her ex Kody and his wife, Robyn, the last woman to join the family, raised their youngest child, an 8-year-old daughter, Ariella. In the September 29 episode of Sister Wives, Janelle talked in a confessional clip about how she felt that Kody and Robyn's actions didn't match up with the idea that Kody would spend equal time at each of the wives' houses and with their children. "My kids from the very beginning knew that their dad was not going to always be there," she explained, before declaring, "I always felt like Kody and Robyn mismanaged the situation with their children." Janelle appeared to disagree with how they handled Ariella's intense dependency on her father, saying, "He couldn't be away for more than 3 or 4 days because Ari just gets so sad or whatever. I feel like that was poor parenting. Through all history of the family, the other kids did it and they're fine. They're well-adjusted adults." Kody and Robyn had different opinions on the matter, with Kody saying that Ariella was melting down as he recalled. "She grabs my leg and won't let me leave. She's just dragging along my leg screaming, 'Don't leave me, Daddy. Don't leave me.' And I'm like, golly man, this is hard. She loves her dad. She wants to be around her dad." "Yes," said Robyn before she argued, "but did it ever stop Kody from going to another mom's home? No, it didn't. I wouldn't have allowed it." Janelle pointed out other apparent differences in how she and her kids were treated compared to Robyn and her children, saying, with Robyn, there was always a very separateness. Along with this issue, there were other tensions between Janelle and Kody explored in the reality TV series. Robyn is currently the only one of Kody's sister wives still in a relationship with him, as he has split with Janelle, Christine, and Meri in recent years. Despite this, the family is still connected as they raise their kids and work on moving on, with the TLC reality series following along on the tough journey. We've got so much to dive into today, so let's not waste any time. Let's jump straight into it. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Elena here, and welcome back to my channel Reality Nexus X. Janelle Brown recalls her mom marrying Kody's dad 3 months before her own wedding. "When Kody and I got married, my family was very upset with my decision to join the faith, so most of my family was not talking to me," Janelle recalled. Janelle Brown is looking back on the moments leading up to her wedding with now ex-husband Kody Brown. On the Sunday, December 8 episode of Sister Wives, Janelle arrived in Utah with daughter Maddie Brush to help Christine Brown pick out a wedding dress for her wedding to David Woolley. Naturally, Janelle reflected on her previous wedding to Kody. "I actually didn't have a wedding dress," Janelle told the cameras separately. "When Kody and I got married, my family was very upset with my decision to join the faith, so most of my family was not talking to me or associating with me. I had a green dress I wore, that was it," she noted. "My mom was at the wedding because she came to save me from the polygamist and ended up marrying Kody's dad 3 months before we got married. So my mom was obviously okay with it, but the rest of my family was really not okay with it. So they didn't come." Janelle was spiritually married to Kody, 55, from 1993 to 2022. Before that, she was married to Adam Barber, the brother of Kody's first wife, Meri Brown, from 1988 to 1990. Thinking about her future, Janelle shared in a confessional, "If I get married again, I'm probably not going to have a dress. I'm not going to do the big white dress. I mean, I'm probably honestly going to just get married on a mountain in my jeans somewhere." Janelle wasn't the only one thinking about her past, present, and future during the December 8 episode. As Meri joined friends for lunch, she received some sound advice regarding her declaring she would have stayed in her rocky marriage with Kody, who is now only married to 4th wife Robyn Brown. "I'd love to see you get to the point where it's like, you know what? "I loved my time with Kody, and I love where I am now," she said. "That's a good point," said Meri. "Okay, I will work on that. It was a good time with him. It was, and now we're done." In a confessional, Meri, who announced her separation from Kody in January 2023 and later obtained an official marriage termination through her church, spoke positively over her next chapter. "I feel so much like I'm moving forward," she said. "Eventually, I'm going to find a guy, and then who knows what after that? Who knows what will happen?" "We laughed about your silly sense of humor and told so many stories honoring you," Janelle Brown shared of her late son Garrison, who died suddenly in March. The Brown family is marking its first holiday season without Garrison Brown, who died suddenly in March. His mom, Janelle Brown, reflected on how the family is keeping Garrison's memory alive as they come together for the holidays in an emotional Instagram post last week. "First of the big holidays without you, sweetheart," the sister-wife star shared alongside a framed photo of Garrison. "We all gathered in NC to celebrate together and kept your photo close by. We laughed about your silly sense of humor and told so many stories honoring you," she continued. "We ate, played games, and enjoyed each other's company." She noted that family members were returning home now and normal life resumes tomorrow, before adding, "But I feel you close by." The post comes 9 months after Garrison was found dead in his Arizona home after an apparent suicide in March. He was 25. Following his death, Janelle and Garrison's father, Kody Brown, posted a joint statement on their respective Instagram pages. "Kody and I are deeply saddened to announce the loss of our beautiful boy, Robert Garrison Brown," Janelle wrote in her post. "He was a bright spot in the lives of all who knew him. His loss will leave such a big hole in our lives that it takes our breath away. We ask that you please respect our privacy and join us in honoring his memory." In September, Janelle shared a tribute to Garrison on the 6-month anniversary of his death. "6 months ago today, you went away. You come up in my photo memories almost every day," she began alongside a photo of her son hugging her and kissing her cheek. "Sometimes it doesn't seem like you're gone. And then I remember I won't be getting a call or text from you, and it all comes rushing back. I know you fought hard, but in the end, you just couldn't stay. I love you so much, and will see you again when my journey is done," she concluded her post. Sister Wives Season 19 has been a whole new world for the Brown family, including Meri Brown, who I believe has become the villain of the season because of her loyalty to Kody Brown and Robyn Brown. Throughout the current season of the series, Meri has been working to change her life for the better. While I believe that Meri understands most of what has gone wrong in her relationships and how she's been pushed and bent in ways she didn't necessarily want to be, it's clear that she wants to appear like she knows everything all of the time. As Meri moves through her time on Sister Wives, her behavior has been different from season to season. While some seasons find her more thoroughly defending Kody, others find her pushing away from the family. Throughout Sister Wives Season 19, things have been confusing as Meri has both pushed away from the family and secured a space for herself with Kody and Robyn as a confidant. With Meri appearing to be playing both sides of the family, it's been confusing for viewers to understand where she lies. I'm feeling more certain with each episode that Meri is this season's villain. Although Meri's time on Sister Wives has never truly been easy, her experiences after divorcing Kody have been tremendously difficult. As Meri has moved through the newest phase of her life, she's been working hard to become a different version of herself. Having been married to Kody for over 30 years, Meri hasn't existed without her plural marriage in her life for over half of it, so readjusting to such a different life wasn't going to be easy. Meri understood that while it was going to be tough to leave her marriage, it was well past time to do so. Throughout Sister Wives Season 18 and into Sister Wives Season 19, Meri was doing her best to find herself without disturbing anyone else's peace. From trying to distance herself from Kody and Robyn to ensure things were going off without a hitch in her professional life, to having difficult conversations with her fellow sister wives, Meri made it clear that she was putting herself first, even if that was unfortunately at someone else's expense. Though Meri has had a tough time figuring out where to go next, her inability to genuinely separate herself from Kody has been hard to watch. While Meri has spent the majority of her adult life within a family structure that's limited her from being her own authentic self, she's been working hard to find herself over the course of the last few years. After leaving Arizona and moving out to Utah to help manage her businesses and keep her finances afloat, Meri has been able to prove to herself that she's a responsible adult who doesn't need to report back to Kody, Robyn, or anyone else. Meri's time alone has fostered a totally new sense of independence that she didn't have in her life before. Although Meri hasn't been on her own for long, it's been clear that she doesn't have the same kind of support system that Janelle Brown or Christine Brown have from their kids. It's clear that she's been trying to find security in other areas of her life. Her only child with Kody, Leon Brown, is no longer involved with sister wives and doesn't appear to be a frequent part of Meri's life, but her time is often spent with friends who feel like family. With her newfound independence, Meri can do a lot on her own, especially after sister wives. Although Meri has been doing her best to make herself feel comfortable, some have noticed that the way she treats Janelle and Christine has been odd. In some instances, Meri has extended an olive branch and seemed happy to be around them, while in others, she's been clear that she doesn't have loyalty toward them, and has even acted as though her affinity is to Kody and Robyn. Meri's behavior toward Janelle in particular has been upsetting during recent episodes of Sister Wives Season 19. While Janelle came to Meri in confidence to share something, Meri immediately told Kody. Meri's immediate disloyalty when it came to Janelle was strange, and rubbed a lot of Sister Wives viewers the wrong way. Rather than finding herself building a bond with them in the same way Christine and Janelle did with each other outside of their marriages to Kody, Meri's found herself going against them. In a similar vein, Meri's first meeting with Christine's new husband, David Woolley, felt strange and passive-aggressive from Meri's side. With an odd warning about the horrors of online dating that was disguised as a self-deprecating joke, Meri's made it clear she's on a different page. Although Meri's affinity for Kody and Robyn doesn't mean that she's been putting all of her eggs in their basket, she's been including them in her post-divorce world far more than anticipated. Rather than going cold turkey and cutting Kody and Robyn out of her life, I found that Meri still appears to be trying to play the loyalty card that held her hostage to her loveless marriage for the better part of the last decade. Meri's attitude has been to tell Kody and Robyn information that makes her look good, rather than doing what would make her feel good. As Meri continues to venture out on her own, navigating where her loyalties lie will be a challenge. While she could continue to align herself with Kody and Robyn in a way that doesn't serve her interests, she should choose to take a new path. Though she doesn't appear to be throwing Christine and Janelle under the bus maliciously, operating as a third party between both sides of her former family may not be the best way to keep lines of communication open. While Meri may not mean to be the villain of Sister Wives, she's earned the difficult role. Sister Wives star Kody Brown recently said goodbye to his ex-wife, Meri Brown, and his surprisingly emotional reaction led to speculation that he may regret ending the marriage. The 55-year-old polygamist patriarch married a total of 4 women and had 18 children when all was said and done. 53-year-old Meri was his first wife, and they tied the knot in 1990. 3 years later, Kody had married wife number 2, Janelle Brown, and within 4 years, he'd married a third wife, Christine Brown. A full 16 years would go by before Kody married his 4th wife, Robyn Brown. When the unscripted series premiered in 2010, the Browns were one big happy family, living under the same Utah roof. By the time Sister Wives season 19 rolled around, 3 of Kody's 4 wives had walked away from the marriage, and he wasn't even on speaking terms with several of his 18 children. Meri was the 3rd of Kody's wives to leave him, ending their marriage in 2022, after 32 years of marriage and 1 child together. Though Kody claimed he never loved Meri, he became surprisingly emotional when he and Meri finally parted ways. Kody said a lot of cruel things to Meri over the years. At one point, he confessed that he was no longer attracted to her. Later, he got even harsher and admitted that he never really loved her. During Sister Wives season 19, Kody took his cruel admissions to a whole new level when he accused Meri of driving him to polygamy. Kody said that he knew he had made a mistake right after his wedding to Meri. They were incompatible, had different communication styles, and were generally unhappy together. Since neither of them believed in divorce, the Sister Wives season 19 stars, who had both grown up in polygamous families, decided to open up their marriage to additional wives. Adding additional wives didn't solve their problems, but it masked their incompatibility for a while. After he married Robyn 16 years later, Kody started spending less and less time with Meri. Though Kody and Meri were legally married at one point, they divorced in 2014 so that Kody could legally marry Robyn. Kody wanted to adopt Robyn's 3 children from her first marriage, and being married to their mother was the fastest way to make it happen. Despite not being legally married anymore, Kody and Meri were in a covenant with their church and other wives. When Meri told Kody that she had asked church leaders about breaking their covenant, he responded that he didn't even recognize the church's authority anymore. He told her she could do whatever she wanted, and it was clear that he just wanted to wash his hands of the whole relationship. Meri came from a polygamous family, and she was still a believer, so she wanted to handle her divorce in the proper way. During a recent Sister Wives season 19 episode, it was revealed the church released Meri from her covenant with Kody. After 32 years of marriage, Kody and Meri finally bid farewell during Sister Wives season 19. In a scene posted to YouTube by TLC, Kody burst into tears when bidding his first wife farewell. "Meri, it's the end of an era," he tearfully tells her. "We had something." She agrees, saying we had something really good. Though his tears could imply regret for his failed marriage, if he really wanted Meri to stick around, all he had to do was ask her. The bottom line is that Kody's tears were probably more about relief than regret. Meri Brown and Kody Brown's relationship has been a central focus of Sister Wives for many years, with viewers witnessing the ups and downs of their marriage. In the most recent episode of Sister Wives on December 8, 2024, Meri talked about her beliefs to her friends, Hillary and Andrea. She said there was still a way to resolve the issues in their marriage, despite Kody's claims that he had been emotionally detached for years. In a confessional Meri shared, "I think that there's a way that Kody and I could have figured out our relationship and our marriage." She highlighted her reflections on her feelings about their 33-year-long relationship, which ended after she and Kody separated in late 2022. Over the years, Kody had expressed that he was emotionally checked out of his relationship with Meri and made it clear that their marriage was no longer a priority. He often said that the only reason their marriage lasted as long as it did was because of the structure of polygamy, which allowed him to divide his attention between multiple wives. Meri, however, found Kody's explanation hard to accept. Meri pointed out to her friends how the existence of other wives justified Kody's emotional distance. "He always said the only reason why we lasted as long as we did was because of plural marriage," she said. Despite Kody's position, Meri believed there was still potential for them to repair their relationship. She reflected on the idea that they could have figured things out despite the complications that arose from the dynamics of their polygamous marriage. She explained that her feelings of frustration were compounded by a lack of clear communication from Kody, leaving her to feel uncertain about his true feelings. It doesn't make sense. There's a lot that doesn't make sense, but I just go with it. One of the major points of tension in Meri and Kody's marriage was the latter's refusal to acknowledge the emotional impact of polygamy on Meri. In particular, Meri struggled with the idea that Kody could marry multiple women while she was expected to remain loyal to him. During a conversation years ago on Sister Wives, Meri asked Kody how he would feel if she were to date someone else, wondering if he would experience the same emotions of jealousy that she felt when he married other women. Kody's response was dismissive, claiming the idea of her dating someone else was vulgar. "The idea of me dating somebody else is vulgar, but it's not vulgar for him to do it," Meri remarked. Meri underscored that this created feelings of resentment for her. She found it difficult to accept that Kody's actions were justified while her emotions were invalidated. Despite the emotional turmoil, Meri ultimately decided to separate from Kody in 2022, a decision that came after years of frustration. Reflecting on their time together, she expressed that she gave Kody numerous opportunities to work on their relationship, but she eventually realized it was time to move on. She acknowledged their marriage's positive moments and said she was now focused on the future. "It was a good time with him, it was, and now we're done," Meri said in the Sister Wives episode. Meri emphasized her commitment to moving forward on Sister Wives, expressing hope for the next chapter in her life, indicating that she was embracing a new phase of her life and was open to new possibilities. She shared, "I feel so much like I'm moving forward." She also revealed that her friends had long been supportive of her decision to leave Kody. Expressing gratitude for the support she received from those close to her, Meri said, "They're like, okay, we're here for you, we're supporting you, and it's about damn time." Do Sister Wives star Robyn Brown's daughters Aurora and Brianna plan to do plural marriage? They say, while Sister Wives Kody Brown once proclaimed love should be divided, most of his 18 kids aren't convinced. Robyn Brown's eldest daughters Aurora and Brianna gave their take on the December 8 episode. Robyn Brown's eldest daughters aren't so sure their love should be multiplied. While chatting with their mom about the possibility of embarking on their own plural marriages on Sister Wives' December 8 episode, 22-year-old Aurora Brown confessed to Robyn, now Kody Brown's only remaining wife, "I don't have the same call to it that you and Dad do and did." Aurora's younger sister, Brianna Brown, 19, was also unsure she'd want her future husband's attention to be divided. "I have conflicting thoughts," she acknowledged. "But right now I don't think so. I'm not sure if I want to live that." Robyn, also mom to Dayton, 24, Solomon, 13, and Ariella, 8, acknowledged that her kids were likely affected by seeing Kody split from his first 3 wives, with Christine Brown announcing the end of their marriage in 2021 and Janelle Brown and Meri Brown following suit. But she said, "What we've gone through in our family as far as everything falling apart, I feel like it's more because of the individuals rather than plural marriage." Either way, Kody suspects that none of his 18 children will say yes to polygamy. "I don't think any of my kids are going to live a plural marriage," he speculated. "I could possibly see it if one of my daughters wanted to marry a married man. I don't think the experience they've had with our family would make them want to do that." And frankly, added the man who once proudly declared that love should be multiplied, not divided, "I really wouldn't care to have my daughters in plural marriage. I really don't think any of my sons are interested in plural marriage either." In fact, many of the Brown children have already said "I do" to just one spouse. Janelle's daughter Madison Brush wed husband Caleb Brush in 2016, with Christine's daughter Mykelti Padron marrying Tony Padron months later. Christine's eldest Aspen Thompson had her wedding to Mitch Thompson in 2018, and Janelle's eldest Logan Brown married longtime girlfriend Michelle Petty in 2022. The same year, Meri's child Leon Brown quietly wed Audrey Chris in a Colorado courthouse. Most recently, Gwendolyn Quiros held her nuptials to Beatriz Quiros last year. As for Robyn's brood, her eldest girls are eager to follow their siblings down the aisle. I want to start dating guys who kind of believe the same thing and have the same life goal as me. Brianna explained of her motivation for finding a new church to join years after her family left their Apostolic United Brethren church. So I think that would probably be a good place to start. Whether that life goal includes having sister wives, though, remains to be seen. If Brianna got a testimony and felt like plural marriage was her choice, and that's what she felt like was her path, I'd be like, okay, Robyn said on the December 8 episode. But if not, that's okay too. It's absolutely okay. And the family's take on polygamy is just one truth they shared during the TLC reality series' current season. Sister Wives follows the lives of the Brown family as they work through major changes in their relationships. The latest episode, aired on December 8, 2024, showed Christine preparing for her wedding, Robyn's daughters talking about returning to church, and Meri opening up about her past with Kody. Meri's story focused on a conversation with her friends about her former marriage with Kody. Although their relationship has ended, Meri shared that she believed it could have been saved under different circumstances. This view sparked reactions from fans, who felt that Meri was struggling to move on from the past fully. Fans took to X to express their opinions about Meri and Kody's marriage in Sister Wives. Meri's friends are giving her the real, and she's still delusional, one fan commented. Everyone on here sees plural marriage for the failure that it is, and then there's Meri, a fan tweeted. I can't wait for Meri to start using a dating app and see what it's like to go on a date and a man hold her hand. She's used to having nothing from men for a decade, another netized commented. During episode 13 of Sister Wives, Meri met with two of her close friends to discuss the challenges of adjusting to life after her separation from Kody. Reflecting on her marriage, Meri expressed, I still believe that, with enough effort, we could have made it work. Her friends listened empathetically but gently challenged her perspective, encouraging her to focus on the future rather than dwelling on what could have been. One friend asked, but wasn't there a point where you felt like you were the only one trying? Meri admitted, yes, but I thought if I tried hard enough, things would change. The conversation revealed Meri struggled to fully let go of the hope that her marriage could have been repaired, even after acknowledging the lack of effort from Kody. Her friends reminded her of the importance of prioritizing her happiness and moving forward. While Meri expressed gratitude for their support, the discussion underscored her ongoing internal conflict between letting go of the past and embracing a new chapter in her life. Other highlights from the episode included Christine's wedding dress shopping trip, where she reflected on her first marriage and celebrated her upcoming nuptials with her daughters and Janelle by her side. Meanwhile, Robyn spoke with her daughters, Aurora and Brianna, about their desire to return to church, which opened up discussions about faith and family connections. Christine Brown's daughters didn't hold back on sharing their opinions when she tried on wedding gowns on Sister Wives, especially when one dress showed off arguably little too much. Your vagina looks really nice, Mykelti Brown bluntly told her mom, 52, during the Sunday, December 8 episode of the TLC series after she slipped into a sexy gown that had lace right over her, lady parts. A stunned Christine asked, "It looks like a vagina dress," before turning around and seeing the vagina lace placement. Leave it to Mykelti. She will always say what everybody else is not wanting to say, Janelle Brown said during a confessional interview and after also attending the dress shopping extravaganza for her sister wife. We weren't sure where it was, but now we are, Mykelti, 28, teased after taking a second look at the dress. Christine looked it over in the mirror, agreeing, "No, you're right. I wouldn't want that." Her then-fiancé David Woolley's daughter, Kate, then chimed in from the couch, saying, "I think my dad would." The cheeky comment prompted Christine's kids, Mykelti and eldest daughter Aspen Brown, to poke fun at their mom's sex life. Christine shares daughters Aspen, Mykelti, Gwendolyn, Isabel, and Truly, and son Padian, with ex-husband Kody Brown. The pair split in November 2021. "I think he can find it without that," Aspen quipped, referring to David, 60, knowing Christine's anatomy intimately. "Let's hope he can find it without that," Mykelti joked, to which Aspen replied, "He can." As the couch of girls giggled, Mykelti teased, "It's like an arrow." Christine made a face and declared, he's fine," before switching into another dress. "TMI," one of the women yelled from the other side of the room. Christine seemed to be mortified by her girls' observations, telling the cameras, "Oh my gosh. Oak, I'm not wearing this dress. This is a little bit beyond my comfort level." While the group had a laugh over the NSFW dress, the day was also very emotional for Christine as she recalled her first wedding to Kody, 55, and how the ceremony failed to check all the boxes. When the exes wed in a spiritual ceremony in 1994, Christine didn't have a cake or a big ceremony because of their plural lifestyle. "When I married Kody, my mom and I picked out my dress," she told the cameras, explaining that her mom eventually made my wedding dress for me, but couldn't attend the nuptials because you have to be a member of the church to come to the wedding services. Christine recalled, "She had the dress there for me, but she never saw me in it, which is why her mom coming to this dress appointment along with her kids and Janelle, 55, was super important." Janelle, who married Kody in 1993 and announced their separation in December 2022, had a similar experience at her wedding. "I actually didn't have a wedding dress when Kody and I got married," Janelle shared. "My family was very upset with my decision to join the faith, so most of my family was not talking to me or associating with me. I had a green dress I wore." Now that she's single, she has a different vision for a future wedding. "If I get married again, I'm probably not going to have a dress. I'm not going to do the big white dress," Janelle said. "I'm probably honestly going to just get married on a mountain in my jeans somewhere." Christine, meanwhile, opted for a form-fitting gown with lace and beading for her October 2023 wedding with David. The dress was slightly off the shoulder and featured a deep V neckline. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Take care and much love to you all.